So Mind the Gap, it's sort of our flagship program. It's sort of education program, I should say. It's sort of the program that sets us apart from other theaters in the city, in that, you know, some theaters only work with young people, some theaters only work with adult people, and very few theaters work with both at the same time. I argue that we are perhaps, I think, of the big theaters in New York, the only one that works on in an intergenerational fashion. So anyway, the program has been in existence for 11 years. And I'm actually, if you go to our website, if you go to our page, this is Mind the Gap, you'll see a number of video clips. And the Today Show did in January of, last year,
Right.
2020, they did a feature on our program. So you can see, I don't know if you get it in Australia, but anyway, you can
No,
YouTube it, and
I, I know the show. Yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah, today. So they did a feature on our program. But anyway, so it's 11 years old, the program. And there's two models of the program. There is a playwriting program,
yeah.
a Mind the Gap playwriting, and there is a Mind the Gap performance, devising performance program.
Mm.
The playwriting one is the one that is the oldest program, and essentially the way it works is that we recruit 7 elders and 7 teenagers through an application interview process. And we bring them together into a playwriting seminar that is not your traditional playwriting seminar, meaning that they are taught writing skills, and they throughout the process write independently their own play. But we have a curriculum that centers intergenerational dialogue as the source of inspiration for the plays that they are writing, and that teaches playwriting skills in a fun way, that doesn't feel like a class, even though there's homework and there's activities and all of that sort of stuff. So the way it works is that the center of the program, it's an interview protocol. So we teach young people and elders to interview each other, right? And the core of the interview technique, it's listening skills rather than speaking. So if the two of us were in a partnership, an intergenerational partnership, let's imagine, and I'm interviewing you, I'm just asking the questions and I'm just letting you talk. And
Yeah.
sometimes I ask a follow-up question or follow the rabbit down the hole, for
Yeah.
something that has sparked my interest. But the idea is that my job is to ask a provocative, interesting question that I really want to know the answer to, um, but stay out of the way and let you talk and really listen deeply for understanding, for interest, for inspiration. And then we flip the script and you interview me, and the same thing happens. I do the talking, you do the listening.
Right.
And then I take that information, and through the writing exercises and activities that we do, I find inspiration in your stories to write a piece of work, a piece of theater that is both an homage to who you are and the things that about you that have inspired me, but also representative of my own artistic voice. So it's that amalgamation of what collaboration is all about, which is I'm not taking your story verbatim and dramatizing it,
Mm.
because not every element of our story might be interesting for a play. um, it is really about how the two of us come together. I'm inspired by you. There's elements of your story. There's ideas. There might be actually true, complete stories, but what comes out of it is my own play as well. Does that make sense? So that is the playwriting program. And then what happens is that in the midway, everybody gets to know each other, and midway, I get paired with this final project partner. So this intergenerational pairing, and you write a play about me, and I write a play about you, and then at the end of the program, we invite professional actors to read those plays for an invited audience. And then we have the performance program, and the performance program it's more interactive in the sense that the teens and the elders write separately and collaboratively, but ultimately they perform their work. So it's a physical creative process.
Right.
It's the radical element there is that you have old and young together on stage creating together, often in physical form, in dance, music, poetry. It's about devising a performance that it's not your traditional play with a middle, beginning, and an end. It's a sort of a performative. It's a performance
It's a
piece
moment.
that's thematically threaded, and they perform their work. And we have done that play, that program, that version of the programming, of course, in New York City, but we've done it also in other states of the country, and we've done it in London as well. We've done it in South America,
Wow.
and in fact, in London, we have a partnership with London South Bank University and Suffolk Playhouse. And Suffolk Playhouse is it's a theater in of the West End in the South Bank in London. And South Bank University happens to be a university in the South Bank, so Suffolk is their community playhouse there.
Right.
And the playhouse has an elders company, so this is a bunch of actors that get together to perform already.
Yeah.
And then the university has the young students that are drama majors, theater majors, and so we bring them together for a week-long intensive. And in a week, we create a performance, work in progress, that then we put at the university's theater, and then we also put at the Playhouse. So we've done that for a number of years. And this past September, if it wasn't because of the pandemic, we were on our way back to London. And this time we were going to work in part with some elders that were experiencing the beginning stages of dementia. So we were not everybody was going to be an elder with dementia, but some of the elders were going to experience, were going to be part of a group that serves those kinds of those folks with needs. But of course, it just got postponed because of COVID. So